I think the most commonly used word right now in the world is stress. Everyone is undergoing one or other form of stress. We know that stress can create a lot of challenges, health challenges, sleep disorder, and so many other things. Do you really know that stress is the root cause of most of your metabolic disorders or the lifestyle diseases? Do you know that stress, when I'm talking about stress, I'm talking about chronic stress. That means stress which is staying with you for a longer period of time. Even when you are doing an exercise, your body is undergoing stress, which is a good stress. Or when you are thinking loud, when you are actually in a creative work, you are under stress. That's a good stress. I am talking about chronic stress. Chronic stress, what it does is it actually activates something called the HPA axis. That is the hypothalamus, pituitary glands, and also the adrenal glands. It activates this HPA axis and the adrenaline rushes. When the adrenaline rushes, it demands action. Why it's happening? Because for your brain, stress is nothing but a fearful moment. Something which is uncertain, something which can kill you. That's how your reptilian brain, one part of your brain, detects this kind of stresses. I'm talking about the chronic stresses. The moment it detects like that, it wants you to take an action, which we call it as a fight or flight action. It activates your HPA axis so that the adrenaline gets pumped up. Rather, the cortisol, there are certain stress hormones like the cortisol, norepinephrine, it gets pumped up in your body. That's why when you're having a fear or a stress, generally you get the feeling from your stomach, not from your brain, right? You get something flying from your stomach up. That is because this adrenal glands, if you look at it, they are sitting on top of your kidneys. That is why this rush comes from your stomach. Now, what it does, when this kind of adrenaline rush happens, it actually demands your body to move, because now there is a situation which the brain is scared of. The brain wants you to move out of the situation, which we call it as a fight or flight. Either fight or flee away from the situation. That's what the brain demands. For both this, you need more energy, you need more glucose to be burned because more calories are required. You need the heart to pump, more blood. You need the lungs to function much faster. These all things gets activated because of the stress hormones. In fact, the stress hormones are being produced with a good intention. But most of the time when you are under stress, your body never moves. You are stuck. You are in front of your boss and your boss is firing you and you are under stress. And most of the time when you are under stress, you feel like doing nothing. The problem is these stress hormones activates all these parts, like heart pumping rates goes up, your lungs are actually activated faster, your breathing rate has gone up, your glucose level goes up, because these same stress hormones breaks down the glycogen which is already stored and the glucose is being released because you want to run, but you are not running. So all these things create a chaos inside your body. Imagine when the glucose level consistently is up in your body for a longer period of time, what will happen? It will lead to insulin resistance, which will lead to type 2 diabetes. And also there is another danger with sugar. The moment the glucose level is high for a longer period of time, it feeds the cancer cells. If you have a genetic predisposition for cancer, if you go through a chronic stress, you are definitely going to get one. This is one major disaster which is happening with a lot of people. And all other lifestyle diseases, be it the Alzheimer's disease or the Parkinson's disease, any disease for that matter, the lifestyle diseases, which are all nothing but metabolic disorders, which are all can be initiated and activated by stress. So you need to find ways by which you can manage your stress in a proper way. Yes, of course, meditation helps you, mindfulness helps you, gratefulness, practicing gratefulness, always express gratitude and stay grateful about whatever things you have got in your life, which actually reduces your stress level. Deep breathe outs, because the moment you breathe out, your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for making you relaxed, gets activated. So that's another good way. Deep breath ins and deep breath outs. And always remember that even after doing all this, some people are still under consistent stress. That's primarily because of some changes or imbalances in their neurochemicals. The chemicals which are being secreted by your brain, and also the different chemicals which are being produced, or the metabolites which are produced by the microbiomes inside your gut. So you need to keep your brain intact, and also you need to keep your gut in order to control or manage stress effectively. I can tell you that there are many herbs which can help you in managing your stress. There are many herbs which can actually help your gut to be in a proper shape. And also I can tell you there are some minerals like magnesium which can work wonders. I have always seen that magnesium does a wonderful job when it comes to stress management. So it is not just psychological counseling which can help you. Understand that if it is a consistent stress which is happening for you, there can be a neurochemical imbalance which has to be fixed. Once you have fixed that, you can start seeing the life from a completely different angle.